One of the greatest benefits offered to military veterans is the VA loan. Unfortunately, it is also one of the most misunderstood. This video is the first of a three-part series I am releasing in order to educate veterans on how this benefit works, what homes qualify for purchase, and why you need to take advantage of it. Hi, I'm David Pere, and this community is dedicated to helping service members and the working class achieve financial freedom through real estate investing. If this is your first time joining us, I want to welcome you to the community. Don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell so you never miss an episode. Before we begin, I want to know, have you ever used the VA loan? Comment down below, yes if you have, no if you haven't. This will help me create better content for you. First, we got to cover some history. The VA loan was created in 1944 as part of the Servicemen's Readjustment Act, better known as the GI Bill of Rights. The intent was to level the playing field for service members who had been away at war while their civilian counterparts were settling down and purchasing homes. Eligibility requirements for the VA loan are straightforward but yet often misunderstood. You may be eligible for the VA loan if you meet one or more of the following conditions. You have served 90 consecutive days of active service during wartime, or you have served 181 days of active service during peacetime. Have you racked up more than 6 years of service in the National Guard or Reserves? Or if you're the unremarried spouse of a service member who died either in the line of duty or as a result of a service-related disability. You're also eligible if you're the spouse of a service member that is missing in action or in a prisoner of war status. Now, obviously there are stipulations such as needing to have received a general discharge or better. If you received a bad conduct discharge or other honorable discharge, it can be reviewed, but this process may take months, so just don't get in trouble in the first place. The first step in getting a VA home loan is to apply for a certificate of eligibility. This confirms for your lender that you qualify for the VA home loan benefit. For veterans, this will require a copy of your discharge or separation papers, the DD-214, the coveted DD-214. For active duty service members, this will require a statement of service signed by your commander or by direction, your name, social security number, date of birth, pay entry base date, duration of any lost time, the name of your command, 2 stool staples, and a rare flower that grows in the Himalayan mountains. Okay, maybe not the last few things, but you get the idea. You're going to need a ton of information, just like every kind of paperwork you do in the military. For current or former members of the National Guard or Reserves, you will need about the same paperwork above, plus a bunch of extra crap that I don't understand because I've never even been in the reserves. Luckily, we active duty military types are used to exorbitant amounts of paperwork. Hack alert! Ask your lender if they can get your certificate of eligibility for you. If they say no, they are either not a VA lender or they are not a very good one. If you wish to get your certificate of eligibility beforehand, you can do so online through the e-benefits portal, which is linked below, but your lender should be able to help you out. There are 3 ways that financing can be obtained. A veteran may obtain financing on his or her own. A veteran and his or her spouse can obtain financing jointly. This is a useful strategy if the non-veteran has a better credit history, which is commonly the case because we like to spend money on stupid things when we're young. Or 2 or more veterans can obtain financing jointly. What is really crazy about this last opportunity is that you can actually purchase more than 4 units if done correctly. The VA pamphlet 26-7 revised states that, quote, if a property is to be owned by 2 or more eligible veterans, it may consist of 4 family units and 1 business unit, plus 1 additional unit for each veteran participating in the ownership. Unquote. Thus, 2 veterans may purchase or construct residential property consisting of up to 6 family units, the basic 4 units plus 1 unit for each of the 2 veterans, and 1 business unit. What a crazy opportunity to house hack, which is a strategy we'll talk more about in following videos. Another cool fact about the VA is that the VA loan does not have any requirement for a minimum credit score. Yes, you heard me correctly. The VA loan program does not care what your credit score is. Unfortunately, you can't get money straight from the VA, and as a result, most private lenders will have their own minimum credit requirements. The minimum required credit score is usually around 580 to 620. But as with any lending opportunities, the better your credit score is, the better your rates and terms will be. So upgrading your credit is something that'll help you forever. Low credit doesn't necessarily prevent you from getting a VA loan, but a higher credit score will mean better terms and better opportunities. The VA home loan is a primary residence mortgage. That means it is designed to provide service members and veterans a place to live and call their own. Sorry guys, the VA loan was not intended to be used for investment properties, but that hasn't stopped us from doing it. You just have to do it the right way. I'm not advocating that you do anything illegal, but you need to understand the intent and then you can use it to your advantage. You must intend to occupy the property as your primary residence for a reasonable amount of time, which is generally assumed to be 1 year. This means that after 1 year and 1 day, you are clear to move out of the property and rent it if you would like. You may find yourself asking, but what if I get orders? Don't worry, the VA home loan's a benefit. It isn't out to get you. If you get permanent change of station orders or PCS orders to move, you may do so without penalty. If you bought the house after receiving orders to a new duty station and you were on the way, and then your orders got changed last minute, you're still safe. You have to intend to own the property for a year. Stuff happens and they're not going to screw you over. You're even covered if you use the VA renovation loan and it takes a lot longer than planned, so you had to move your family into another place. They understand you're not trying to live out of a hotel for a year. Now, I'm not advocating for you to try and play the gray area game with this loan product. The last thing anybody needs is for veterans to abuse the system and have this wonderful benefit go away or get stricter. Bottom line is this, guys. Qualifying for the VA home loan is simple. Just serve your country honorably for the minimum time required. Maintain a moderate credit score and intend to live in the property for at least 1 year after purchase. Again, that's intend to. All right, now that the boring qualifications video is out of the way, tune in next week to learn all about what types of properties and renovations the VA loan can purchase for you without a penny out of your pocket. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. This is David Pere, signing off.